Have you ever just stopped and wondered how your phone gets you? How you can mumble a question at your smart speaker and it actually knows what you mean? Well, that magic is an incredible field of AI called natural language processing, and it is completely changing how we talk to technology. So let's start with the basic puzzle, right? Computers speak in code, perfectly logical, structured ones and zeros. We speak in sentences, full of slang, sarcasm, and, feelings. They're two completely different languages. So the big question is, how do you build a bridge between those two worlds? And this is what we call the human-machine language gap. To really wrap your head around the challenge, you gotta look at what information means to each side. It's pretty different. Okay, check this out. On one side, you have us. Our world is made of unstructured language, emails, tweets, conversations, news articles. It's messy, it's complicated, it's rich with context. For a machine, that's just a chaotic nightmare. Then you have the computer's world. Neat, tidy spreadsheets, perfect rows and columns. It's logical, sure, but it's not at all how real people talk. So how do we connect these two? How do we build that bridge? Well, that bridge has a name, and it's a seriously cool field of AI that acts like a digital translator. It's called natural language processing, or just NLP for short. Basically, NLP is all about giving machines the ability to make sense of our words. It's the technology that lets a computer read your text, understand your voice command, or analyze a tweet, and not just see the words, but actually get the meaning behind them. So how does it do it? Well, you can think of it as a two-step dance. The first step is natural language understanding, or NLU. This is the listening part, where the machine figures out what you're trying to say. The second step is natural language generation, or NLG. That's the talking back part, where it puts together its own human-like response. Listen, then talk. All right, so how does a machine actually learn to do all this? I mean, it's not magic, right? It doesn't just wake up one day understanding English. It actually has to start from the absolute bottom and work its way up. It's a lot like how we learn to read as kids. An NLP model starts with the tiniest pieces, individual characters, letters. It learns to group those into words. Then it learns how words form phrases, how phrases build sentences, and finally, how sentences come together to create a whole document. It's learning the structure of our language from the ground up. And this whole thing has been a long time coming. NLP didn't just pop up yesterday. It goes all the way back to the 1950s. For decades, researchers tried to teach computers our language by hand-coding every single grammar rule. Can you imagine? Then, in the 90s, things changed. We shifted to using statistics and machine learning. But the real explosion, that was the 2010s, with deep learning. That's what gave us the incredible tools we have today. Okay, so enough with the theory. Let's talk about where you actually see this stuff. Because trust me, you're using it all the time, probably without even thinking about it. First up, the big one, machine translation. Ever been on vacation, pointed your phone's camera at a menu you can't read, and had it instantly translate for you? Yep, that's NLP in action. See, modern tools like Google Translate aren't just swapping words one for one like some clunky old dictionary. They actually read the entire sentence to understand the context and the grammar. Then they build a brand new sentence in the other language that carries the exact same meaning. It's a total game changer, and it's why translations are so scarily accurate now. All right, next up, sentiment analysis. So think about this. A huge company launches a new product. How on earth do they know if people love it or hate it? They can't read a million tweets and product reviews themselves, can they? Well, they don't have to. This is where sentiment analysis becomes a superpower. It uses NLP to tear through mountains of text, all those reviews, all those social media posts, and it sorts them into piles, positive, negative, or meh, neutral. It gives them a real-time pulse on what the world is thinking, which is just, wow, unimaginable just a few years ago. And of course, they're the ones we literally talk to every single day. Chatbots and virtual assistants, from those little pop-ups on websites to the smart speaker in your kitchen. So when you ask your Amazon Alexa what the weather is, that first part, it figuring out what you actually want, that's the natural language understanding. And then when it answers, the forecast shows rain today, that's the natural language generation. It's that same listen and talk process we talked about, happening right there in your living room. But, it's not just about making our lives more convenient.
NLP is a truly revolutionary force in the business world because it unlocks the value hidden inside all that messy language data.
This means that if you're running a company today, you're looking at this mountain of customer emails, support chats, and reviews, and you're asking a really important question. How can I use all this to get ahead? And the answer is, it's a massive competitive advantage. NLP lets businesses automate tedious jobs, process customer feedback at a scale that's just not humanly possible, and operate with incredible speed. It takes that chaotic nightmare of unstructured text we talked about earlier and turns it into a goldmine of insights you can actually use. So, I'll leave you with this thought. That bridge we've been talking about, the one between us and machines, it's getting stronger every day. And language, that's our thing. It's what makes us human. So as machines get better and better at mastering it, you've got to wonder, what comes next? How will this change our relationship with technology for good?